Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Sitting there, done called it a day. Catching up on some of my truck news. Guess what? I want to share one with you. Texas inspection cop accused of taking bribes from Texas Chrome Transportation. In San Antonio, Texas, a police officer has been arrested for allegedly taking bribes from a trucking company in return for giving it near-perfect scores on its safety inspections. KENS-TV reports 15-year veteran David Schmidt allegedly accepted nearly $8,000 in a one-year period from Texas Chrome Transportation. Schmidt worked as part of a specialized unit targeting commercial vehicles. Officers in that unit perform routine safety inspection on trucks. San Antonio's news outlets are reporting that Schmidt was given an indefinite suspension back in April after the police became suspicious of the trucking company's unusual, flawless inspection reports and began looking into allegations. According to Bexar County court documents, Schmidt was indicted on bribery and booked on Monday, June 6th. The defense attorney has been hired and Schmidt is awaiting trial. A second officer is accused with taking at least one payment from Schmidt in exchange for giving a good inspection report to Texas Chrome Transportation, a trucking company in Alacusa. ABC News Channel 4 in San Antonio reported Johnny Diaz resigned from the force in January. According to the USDOT, the company has 67 trucks and 65 drivers and exclusively transports frac sand. The San Antonio Express News reports Texas Chrome Transportation is owned by blah, 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 blah. No one from Texas Chrome Transportation has been charged with any wrongdoing at this time. They will, but not yet. There was an old movie. What was that? Congo? About them white gorillas, the man-eating gorillas out in the jungle. They had the writings on the walls and stuff, hieroglyphics. And when they transport them, we're watching you and who's watching the watchers and all that stuff. Then there's another old saying, who polices the police? You know, are we surprised? Surprised he got caught. You know? It ain't a big deal on itself, but when you look back over the years, and recent years too, they've had so many bus accidents and truck accidents and all this other stuff simply because they didn't have enough people out inspecting and these companies was getting by with shoddy equipment. And people's died. A lot of people. They've been cracking down real hard on the bus companies up there on the East Coast. I imagine all across, but it's East Coast we hear about. Us guys out here on the road, we complain about some of the local trucks that we see that's in pretty rough shape. When I was running local, I owned my own truck. I was hauling containers out of the rail yard in Atlanta, running them all around Georgia. I've seen some trucks that it's like, really? Made a few runs down to Savannah Port. Seen some trucks down there, and it's like, are the cops blind? Then you see these same trucks, and you see the same thing around the border too. Some of these Mexican trucks. And no, they ain't racist, it's just a fact. Some of them coming across, now some of them come across pretty nice. Some of them down there around the border are junk. Anybody's picked up around Laredo, Brownsville, that kind of stuff, we see these trucks, and then now I'm in a all but new truck. This is a 2014 or 2015, I forget. It has 450,000 miles on it, getting ready to get traded in. This is the oldest truck in our fleet. So that tells you what kind of trucks this company keeps. They keep new trucks. And yet, you roll through scale house, that ain't happened to me in this truck. It has happened to me in other trucks that was just as good as this. You roll through the scales, and there's that truck in front of you that's got bungee cords holding on the steps or the battery box or the fender or whatnot. That truck rolls through. Then they stop that road truck. Huh. Alright, for you that ain't into trucking, how many times have you been out driving in your four-wheeler on vacation or whatnot, and you see that in-state license plate fly through the speed zone, and you see that out-of-state license plate maybe going the same speed, maybe just barely under, and yet he gets stopped. There ain't no justice. There ain't no justice. They get these big trucks, these road trucks, because we're a rolling register, cash register. Those local trucks, they're voters. We're money, they're voters. Like it or not, that's how I see it. I just had a friend today warning me to be careful about putting some of my opinions out here. Well, folks, that's what this YouTube channel is about, is my opinion. And if I can't be honest with me and you about my opinion, then I might as well just close this YouTube channel down. I'm not sugarcoating stuff. If you look at my glasses, they're clear. They're not rosy. I don't look at the world through rosy colored glasses. I look at it straight up and take it head on. This stuff ain't right, but it's what we have to deal with. So, I don't have to like it, but I got to deal with it. But when they have the DOT inspection people taking bribes, $8,000 in a year, that man is losing his career, his name. Where I come from, your name's all you really got. If you can't trust my name, trust me by my name, then I ain't much of a man where I come from. And on top of that, he might wind up going to jail for $8,000. Really? $8,000? That ain't no money. I have jokingly told people before, when we're talking about different loads I'm picking up and stuff, like when I had them boats, you don't know how many people, oh, drop that off my yard. You ain't got enough money. Well, what that boat cost? It don't matter what that boat cost. What matters is it's going to cost me my job. And being it's going to cost me my job and my name, because nobody's going to want to hire me if I've been known selling freight, steal freight and sell it. Who's gonna hire me now? Nobody. And let's see, I'm 57, so I need about 20 years worth of pay. That could add up. So that $80,000 boat back there is going to cost you 20 years worth of my salary. All of a sudden they don't want the boat. What it boils down to is it don't matter who you are. It don't matter what you're doing for a living. If you're doing bad, it's going to catch up with you. The old saying is, if you keep going back to the well, sooner or later you're going to get caught. Well, he got caught. Taking several bribes over a year, and he only got $8,000. If he's doing quarterly inspections, that's 4 visits, $2,000 a visit. And you just flushed your career for him. Can't trust nobody. And I guarantee you, somebody's gonna roll over. He who talks walks. That's why there ain't been no charges in that company yet. They'll get somebody talking. Now, why am I putting this on my channel? Is there a point to all this? I think there is. I think there's a lesson for you to learn. Especially for the drivers coming out here. If you get tempted to steal something out of that trailer, I knew a guy used to steal tires. They hauled a lot of Goodyears. He was laughing and bragging about it. He had a shed full of tires. Don't know if he ever got caught. That shed full of tires worth your job and your name? Do you put any value on your name? I do. So if you go getting tempted and you want to take something back there, is it worth your name? And is it enough money? Can you get enough money out of it to carry you until you get your name cleared up and or another job or you retire? I tell a little story once in a while. My boy Joe that helps me do this, which he's 34 now, I guess. He was probably about 12. He was out here with me. I'd picked up a load of bulk potatoes, not that other one I told you about. But someday I'll tell you about that load. We delivered them to Chicago, and where we took them to was an old train warehouse or repair house or whatever, and there was a lot of train parts in that place. There was several other businesses because it wasn't full-fledged 100% trained anymore. They was renting and leasing part of it out. So I got in there and backed my truck up to the ramp. It's one of these that picks your truck up. And, well, no, it didn't either. Well, barely. But then they washed them out. But me and that boy was walking around looking at stuff. And I see a set of train horns. Oh, man, I wanted them. Now, if I took them and got caught, buddy boy, I'd been in deep doo-doo. Because it is against the law, to my understanding, to have them. Especially if you ain't got the right paperwork. I wanted them, and in them days, I would have took it. I would not have been above stealing. But I had that boy with me. And I just couldn't steal that with that boy, and he wouldn't take a nap. I mean, he was 12. He's all excited being in there. I just couldn't steal it and put that impression in that boy's mind that it was okay to steal. Because I'd raise them kids, and the worst thing you can be is a liar and a thief. So, for years I grumbled about that. Nowadays I thank the Lord that He put it on me not to steal it. But I put a value on it. And me stealing that in front of this boy and him knowing Daddy's a thief. Well, if Daddy's a thief, then that means that he must be a liar too, because he told us a liar and a thief's the worst thing you can be. And if Daddy's a liar and a thief, then it must be okay for me to be a liar and a thief. So, you have to think about the consequences of your actions, and for more than just you. So, okay, you're looking at that little bit of whatever in the back of your truck. Who's it going to affect beside you? Let's go a step farther past your name and your job. Are you married? You got babies at the house? How's it going to affect them? If you ain't got a job, how you going to feed them? How you going to take care of them? Sometimes a little bit of forethought can go a long ways. Do you think right now that that cop right there, that $8,000 was worth it? I bet you he's saying right now, I wish I could give that money back. But that's the world we live in, folks. You just got to be careful not to get caught up in it. Keep control. Self-discipline. Think about your actions. Don't be a thief. Alright. A little rant's over. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Neither one of us wants you to be stealing stuff. Y'all have a good evening now. Good night.